We get to finish off with a beautiful, beautiful Monday night, Christmas game. Probably the best of the week if you discount the Cowboys-Dolphins. I think this is probably going to be the best game of the week. Ravens plus 5.5 in San Francisco. A battle of two of the top teams in the AFC and NFC. And 5.5 seems like a lot. I mean, I want to lean Ravens. I think it is clear that the Niners, are the best team in the NFL. And the question becomes, has the market caught up to them or has it not? And in my opinion, I don't think they've played a team that's quite as good defensively as the Ravens are. They've played the Eagles, obviously, who have been pretty terrible defensively. They played the Browns, and the Niners actually lost to the Browns in Cleveland. So obviously that was during the stretch where Brock Purdy and people were getting hurt. So the question, like I said, becomes, has the market caught up to this team, or are they just 7 points better than everyone? They get the home field advantage here. However, Lamar as an underdog is historically a very good bet to take. And I don't know, I don't know if it's my bias towards not liking the Niners, or if it's my love for the Ravens this year, but I really, really like the Ravens in the spot. Lamar is 8-5 straight up and 11-2 ATS as an underdog in his career.
I'm so excited to watch this game.
It's very telling.
Yeah.
The big saw is very telling.
I'm so excited to watch this game that truthfully I haven't spent a lot of time previewing it, where I think I'd be doing a disservice to the listeners if I tried to really dissect it here. We've got the Super Bowl rematch, which I think is a really awesome element 10 years after the fact, which is really cool. We've also got, to your point, one of the best. It will be the best defense. If you think the Ravens' defense is better than Dallas's defense, which I do, then it is the best defense that the Niners have gone up against all season. They did put up 42 on that Dallas defense early October, and then the only time they had that slip up was right after that game when they lost to Cleveland, lost to Minnesota, lost to Cincinnati. I guess you could say that Cleveland's the best defense they played, right?
Yeah, because they played Cleveland in that game.
They lost 17-19, but they were without Debo. They were also without what's his face on the offensive line,
Trent Williams.
Yeah, without Trent Williams in that game. So they're a little bit more predictable offensively. They've got all their weapons for this one.
I forgot to mention it too. The public is on the Niners right now, 56%. The Ravens have the money, 57%.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to go with like an underdog. I'm probably just going to go with like an underdog lineup or something to keep me entertained. I don't think I'm going to really pick a side here. I'm just going to enjoy and try to feed off of some of the matchups if there are any to really feed off of. Maybe this is kind of with two phenomenal defenses, an under scenario. Everyone's slamming the over because it's two of the best teams in the NFL. It's the NFC's best team versus the AFC's best team. So, I think that's why everyone's slamming the over. Maybe the play's the under.
Both teams love to run the ball. Both teams love to run the ball. No Keaton Mitchell, I think, is huge.
Yeah, the Ravens are just making up names at running back now of who they're going to field now that Keaton Mitchell's out. So,
yeah,
it will be interesting.
It's going to be such a fun
game.
This
one.
Yeah, I'm glad this one's Christmas night.
You get the Eagles win and cover as your Christmas present. I get the present of getting to watch this game while you find your way home after the Eagles game. So I can't wait. But it is a really solid Christmas slate and Christmas Eve slate. And I love how the games are spaced out this weekend. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, this is gonna be such a fun one to end the slate with. I think books are having a really hard time with this Niners team because they've been incredibly dominant. Now they have to give 5.5 points to the best team in the AFC, and it's like anything lower would be crazy. It feels like this should be like 3.5, but then everyone would just be slamming the Niners. So it's like, I think you just have to take that value with the Ravens here. I think their offense, while not as good as the Niners, is so efficient, and Lamar has been playing at a incredible rate this year at just converting third downs, moving the ball when he needs to with his legs. He doesn't have the best wide receiver core in the NFL like Brock Purdy does. So he managed to get things done, and then this Ravens defense is going to be so hungry to stop the best team in the league. So I think they find a way to cover, maybe even stomp them and win the money line plus 180.
I agree. The receiving core is not that great. However, Likely has been a huge revelation for this team. Like, he could start to rival. I don't think this is really a hot take. Like, he could start to rival Mark Andrews, or they figure out a way to incorporate both of them. But he's really stepped up with the absence of Mark Andrews. I think Zay Flowers is going to be a phenomenal wide receiver in this league. The way he runs, the way he moves, the way he's able to find space, I think he's super talented, and that was why his draft stock rose up so much as the draft got closer, and he was a name that you heard was potentially going to rise up until he ended up just getting drafted in that slew of 4 wide receivers in a row. Again, I'm going to wait to take a sign on this one. I do lean the under, though, after we kind of talked about that a little bit more. 2 great defenses.
91%
both love to run the ball.
public.
There's going to be a lot of feeling each other out as well, because they know what's on the line here, not just with who's the top dog of the AFC and NFC, not just the Super Bowl rematch, also seeding in their respective conferences. There's a lot on the line for both these guys.
Yeah, 91% of the public and 94% of the money on the over.
What are we doing? And that's one where you want to wait as well, because everyone's already slamming the over, it's going to keep going up. And you've got plenty of time for this total to rise, and then just to swoop in and slam the under. Or we'll just wait and see if there's some resistance. There could be some sharps out there that say, all right, the number's too high, and then they come in and knock the total back down. So just one to monitor for sure, but it's going to be an awesome game.
Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Andy. It's going to be such a fun week. Glad I could do this here with you again. Glad we can get back on track here, recording Sharpen the Public. As always, thank you guys for listening and watching on YouTube. We appreciate all your support. As always, we're here every week breaking down the public betting trends, public betting data, and everything that's going on in the world of the NFL. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. If you're on YouTube, please follow and rate. If you're on Spotify or any of the other podcast platforms, we appreciate your guys' support as always. Keep following us on Twitter at DJHH Sports and at AndyHH Sports. We're putting out a lot of plays. We got a lot more content coming your way. Things are going to get so much more exciting here as we turn the corner into the postseason, and then even into the offseason. We got a lot of fun plans over at happyhoursports.net. So thank you guys so much.
I love you all. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. The boys bet better with beer.